Welcome back to the Mountains Podcast. Once again, I have Justin Wiley here with me.
Hello, guys. Okay, so we
were just talking about a concert that Justin went to.
Oh, yeah, my brother's all-state concert. That got brought up because me and my brother just got done long day of landscaping in Houston, and on the way back home, my brother put on one of the best performances I've ever seen, Wine Dark Sea. It's a piece composed that has never been played fully all the way through by a band before the 2017 All-State Band did it, and everybody cried. It was amazing. And so we were doing all this talking before.
Yeah, we were playing ping pong and just really getting into some good conversation. And then Justin reminded us why we were here.
We're like, man, this is some good talk that could be used to make some money. I'm just kidding. That's not why we do this. We do it for fun.
Yeah, we do it because we enjoy it.
That's for sure.
It also pays well.
98 cents.
Yeah, so far, it's up to 99 now.
99 cents?
Yeah, I tweeted it earlier today. So we make 1 cent for every listen because of our Anchor sponsorship. Thank you, Anchor. So next listen, it'll be up to a whole $1.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna open my buy now. Oh,
that was very anticlimactic.
yeah, I thought it was gonna cackle or something.
We're trying new flavors this time. I'm trying Socorro Sweet Super Tea.
And I'm trying Tanzania Lemon Super Tea.
So, we'll see how it goes. 0 sugar, no artificial sweeteners. I think that's all of them though, right?
Yeah, I think that's their claim to fame.
Okay, that makes sense.
And only 5 calories. Bye, hit us up for a sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, 10 calories per bottle. 5 calories per 8 fluid ounce. Because there's 2 servings per bottle.
Whoa.
I don't mind 10 calories though.
No, I don't either.
But yeah, so...
what percent juice is yours now?
Oh, percent juice. I don't think mine has any juice. Because mine's tea.
Top your
Yeah, no,
nutrition
I don't
facts?
have that.
Oh. Well, mine is 4% juice.
4% juice.
I beat him this time.
I have no juice. But, yeah, so we were talking about the concerts, and you were getting ready to tell me.
Yes. The best concert I have ever been to, hands down, is Pink. Pink was fantastic. Okay, so it opens with... I'm just going to go off about this. It opens with... have you ever heard the video that's the 21st Century Fox theme being played very badly on a recorder?
I can imagine what that would be like, though.
It's hilarious. It's like da 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 da. Yeah.
Okay, vaguely, yeah.
So it opened with a guy walking out. The lights go down. He walks out full Scottish gear, like a kilt and everything, and a pink plastic recorder, and he plays that. And it's the very first moments of the concert. So he finishes playing that. Da, 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 da. The curtain drops and she is hanging from a chandelier, already in full pendulum mode, swinging back and forth, and she starts singing her hit, Get the Party Started. One of the best songs ever, and that's how she starts it.
That's pretty good.
It was amazing.
You gotta start off with something bad, and then the rest of the concert's like, oh man, everything accelerated after that.
Yeah, and dude, it was funny too, because it's there's so much tension to be serious and have the whole crowd on your side. So for her to just open up with a concert with that shows how much of a sense of humor she has, and it was just amazing.
She's awesome.
All good things from there.
That's cool. My grandparents almost went and saw her. They bought the tickets and everything, and then my grandma had knee surgery, so they didn't go. But they were really excited. They were going to Las Vegas too, so it was going to be one of those big showings.
Dang. I don't know how she can get crazier from the way she did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she performed Just Like Fire, and she knew that she would have to like
Yeah, do fire.
get some pyro for that.
Man, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
They were going up there with my Aunt Marty and Aunt Evelyn. That's my grandma's sister and sister's wife. And so they live in Albuquerque.
Oh, New Mexico?
Yeah. So it's really nice up there.
Yeah.
They make some really good chicken fried steak.
Ooh.
It's the best. The best I've ever had, for sure. But we'll probably go, my brother and his girlfriend go to Arizona State.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about going up and dropping them off, and then as we go, we'll stop there, get some food,
Yeah.
and then keep going.
When I imagine New Mexico and Arizona, I just imagine deserts and cactus.
And I've been there so many times too, but that's still like what I imagined.
Really?
It's so weird, yeah, and I know that's not all there is, but it's still just what I imagined.
My cousin's from Maryland. Every time I mention Texas, because that's where we're from, they, maybe not every time, but like every once in a while, they'll say something like about our cowboy accents, or like just something super Wild West stereotypical.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you've been there twice. You know that's not all there is.
Yeah, everybody, the only thing I really get people like commenting on my Texasness is, I don't know if that's a word, but is y'all.
Y'all.
I say y'all a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's a very versatile word.
It makes things very easy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, an all-around great word.
Have you ever heard Yaldiv?
Yaldiv?
Yeah, the contraction.
Y'all shoulda? Or y'all... What?
Close.
Okay.
It's I'll use it in a sentence.
Okay.
I found this on Instagram, by the way, a couple of years ago. Still,
A couple years ago, and you still remember it.
it's
Wow.
still a knee slapper. What
Yeah,
can I
hard.
say? So the sentence is, we were all fixing to go together if Yaldiv just waited.
Y'all would have just... Wow.
Knee slapper, like I said.
Yaldiv. That's interesting.
You all would have.
It could
Y'all
be
have.
y'all should have, too. Depending on the context.
How would you use it that way?
I
think we would. I think we'd just say y'all should have.
Y'all should have. Well, y'all have taken out the trash, or it would have. Y'all have taken out the trash. No, yeah, y'all should have.
It's a bit of a
I agree.
stretch.
That is a stretch. That makes sense. I like your way better.
Thank you. I do too.
That's funny. Yeah, but I have some funny. So I work this week. Me and my brother are the only two kids, only two people, like camp counselors, I guess, at our work who pretty much deal with the special needs kids.
Yeah.
And so we talked about this last week, but we have some funny stories this week of what happened at camp this week.
Okay.
And so I work with one kid, and my brother works with one kid. Right now there's only two kids who have special needs at the camp. And so, first off, they're about the same age. They're about 6, close to 7. 6 3/4.
Okay.
And so, the kid I work with, I'm not going to say any names or anything, keep them,
Right.
under the radar.
Right.
But he's very funny. And he talks a lot. He's a different kind of special needs, it seems like, because he's very verbal. He just doesn't... He interacts well with children. I don't know why he's considered special needs, actually. To a point I do, but overall he's just...
Completely different symptoms?
Yeah, than other kids.
Okay, interesting.
And so well, I really had to go to the bathroom during one of the days.
Mm-hmm.
And so my brother and I were in the same group at this time, working with these two kids. And so my brother always messes around with me a lot because he's
Yeah.
my older brother. And
That's his job.
yeah, pretty much. And all of a sudden, I really had to go to the bathroom, by the way, and number 2 as well.
Oh, geez.
And so, all of a sudden, I just felt, so somebody had, like, clasped their hands together and, like, put their pointer fingers together and just ran up behind me and jammed their fingers right up my butt. And, like, it didn't go up my butt, but it's just, like, I jumped and, like, did a little yelp, like a little Yorkie dog that just got stepped on, and I looked around and I was about to hit Brandon.
Yeah.
And it was
John.
Oh, that.
Oh, dude. We're gonna have to.
It's okay. I'm so used to saying his name.
Yeah.
And he was just dying laughing, and on the ground just about laughing because of my little yelp. But it was.
What did it sound like?
I don't even know if I could redo it. It was such a.
To the best of your abilities, go ahead.
Okay. That feels so weird. I was kind of agitated.
Yeah.
Yet, I don't know if I can do it. It's very hard. That sound doesn't normally come out of me.
So it's only involuntary.
It's an involuntary sound, yeah. It's like trying to sneeze.
Not willing to recreate it for you.
I'm glad. But, I mean, just a bunch of stories like that. Like my brother's one that child that he works with, just randomly, takes him to the restroom. He sees him walk into the toilet, bend over, look in, and he just sticks his hand in there. Brandon's like, "What are you doing?" And he comes walking out holding a frog. And he just walks out, just holding a frog, and then he just comes and he's like, "Okay, let's put it outside." And then they put the frog outside. So just a bunch of interesting things like that. It makes it a lot of fun to work with him.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really funny.
So I did my trash can cleaning business today.
Oh, today? Was today trash day?
It was Friday. So,
How'd it go?
It went well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did 7 houses and I made $140.
Nice!
Thank
so you
you.
started charging
Yeah.
$20 a trash can? Oh, no,
Wait.
you did...
No, it's 10
each.
Yeah. And one guy in my neighborhood, very generous of him, gave me a $10 tip, so I got 30 from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Super funny. I was cleaning his trash cans and he left in his souped up giant truck, like black and like silver, all like it wasn't even dirty and like redneck. It was like very nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
So he left for 30 minutes. He came back with a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, and that's it, and just went back in his house.
Wow. So you thought he was going somewhere very important?
Yeah, just
Does he have another car?
not that I saw.
Another shot. Oh, okay. That makes more sense now, but that's kind of funny.
Apparently, he knows how to spend his money.
Wisely.
Yeah.
On blizzards and souped up trucks.
Yeah, and tipping me.
And tipping you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He spends it very wisely.
So whoever he is, shout out to him.
Souped up truck sounds nice.
Mhm.
I'm going to get some kind of truck. Haven't decided what kind. But
Will
in
it be
October.
modest?
Will it be modest? Yes.
Good.
It has to be. Has to be in the modest price range.
Good.
So,
Because I feel like anytime you drive a vehicle like that, automatically you have to make up for it with your personality. Not that you couldn't do it.
yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean-
well, I'm going to have a purpose for it, though.
Oh, yeah?
You know, hauling a trailer
Okay. Then-
for pressure washing, but because that's when October I'm getting truck, big price 16-foot trailer, 2 big hot water units. So change my name from pressure washing to power washing,
Oh, yeah?
and then because power washing is with hot water. A lot of people don't know that. Power washing
I did
is
not know that.
hot water, like pressurization, but still with hot water.
Mhm.
Makes it easier to clean. And then pressure washing is just like cold water units. So, big 500-gallon water tanks on there. It's going to be a lot.
5?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's going to be.
That'll be quite the investment.
Yeah, it's going to be close to everything together. I've kind of crunched the numbers a little bit. Around 15 grand startup, which isn't bad. I mean, I'm going to be going quality, but still I'm not trying to, shoot myself in the foot and get something that doesn't work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
gotta get something reliable.
Yeah. But
I got my first car this week. Yeah.
I still haven't gotten go for a ride in it yet.
Oh, it's a hybrid. It's a sedan. It's not like something you'd be dying to take a ride in, but
I mean,
thank you to my parents for that. They're not listening to this, but thank them anyways.
Maybe they will be. Are they some of our views yet? Have they viewed any of them?
No.
No? My mom's viewed it.
Yeah, your mom. You said your mom put it on Facebook.
Yeah, she did.
That's very nice.
She was excited. She thought it was pretty fun. Yep. She wanted to start doing it. She might use Anchor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Wiley, go for it.
Mrs. Kitts.
Mrs. Kitts.
Mrs. Kitts. There you go.
Excuse me, Mrs. Kitts, go for it.
Yeah.
Anchor is a fantastic platform, and they make this show possible.
Yeah. I haven't used it like hands-on like you have, because you've kind of been the tech guy with everything, but from what I've heard, it's very good. So I highly recommend. I haven't heard of any other platform either. So
I am both the labor and the management in this duo.
Pretty much. I just show up and drink his bye at his house in his garage. But it's fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
I also run the Twitter.
Yes.
At the Mountains Pod on Twitter. Go follow it.
I don't even follow it. I don't have a Twitter. Should I get a Twitter?
I would take things slow since you just got a Facebook.
Yeah, I only have a Facebook and a Snapchat.
Yeah,
I don't have anything else yet.
Maybe you should get Twitter soon.
Yeah?
Because, I don't know, it seems like... Twitter really isn't where our generation is, but it's where our society is.
Really? More than Facebook, you think?
I think so. Gary Vee says Twitter is the water cooler of our society.
What does that mean?
When you're in a workplace, the water cooler is where everyone gets up to take a break and just hang around. And that's where all the gossip gets spread.
Okay, what about for business?
For business, I'd say, well, you're pressure washing.
Yes.
And soon to be power washing. So I think your clients are on Facebook.
Okay.
But podcast listeners are probably on Twitter.
Okay. I see.
Maybe Instagram too.
Yeah, I could see that.
It also depends on what kind of business you have. So our friend Bryan, who recently did Justin's pressure washing logo.
He did an amazing job.
He did.
It was awesome.
Bryan Arguello, or Arguello. I think
is there an L? Yeah, there is.
It's a double L. It's a L-A. So, anyways, Bryan, he does fantastic graphic design. So if you ever need a logo from him, go...
Follow him on Facebook at Bad Media.
Yeah, Instagram.
And Instagram.
Is he on Facebook?
He is on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Or at Bryan Arguello.
Yes.
There we go. Follow him on Facebook.
And on Twitter, he is BRYARGUELLO.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
he's a nice guy.
Yes.
I've never met him.
Not in person.
No.
I
in
have
the interwebs.
Yeah. I've met him in person. He is very happy and charismatic, and he's just very positive.
I haven't heard the word charismatic in a long time.
Oh, it's one of the words I'm working on becoming.
Interworking into your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Oh no, you
but
said
also,
becoming.
Yeah, it's just to describe me.
Oh, okay. What does it mean?
It means, so charisma is like the opposite of awkwardness in my mind. It's like if you're just socially adept, you're charismatic. If you know what to be like in crowds or with other people, and you're just like very fluent in your social interactions, I call that charismatic.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Of course, I'm sure everyone else would have a different definition of it, but that's how I think of it.
Huh. Okay. I never actually knew that. I mean, I had an idea, but you explained that very well.
Thank you.
So, it's a good thing to become, I'd say.
Yeah.
You don't want to be one of those mean... Wait, is charismatic always positive?
Charismatic? I believe so. I mean, there are some... I guess there would be some bad types of charisma. Like, if you were...
I mean, but you'd have to say negative charisma.
Yeah.
In general, it's always positive.
I guess if you were, like, very micromanaging, that would be a bad trait.
Like controlling, yeah.
I don't know if that would count as charisma.
Yeah. That makes sense.
While we're at it, I'll throw this in to... I mean, I guess I could save it for the endorsements at the end, but I'll just do it now. The YouTube channel, Charisma on Command, fantastic YouTube channel. It's ran by Charlie Halpert, and he's leading the way in my charisma. So, just like great online mentor. Never talked to him personally. He's just a YouTuber, and Charisma on Command. Go check him out.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was, speaking of good people, wait, what did you say again? You said online helper? Or
Mentor. Yeah.
Mentor. I've been reading Matt Fury's book, 101 Ways to Magnetize Money. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of Matt Fury?
I haven't.
Oh, you should check him out. He's really cool. Awesome guy. But in his book, one of the things that's really been kind of helping me this past week, I've noticed it show up a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's already showed up twice in 1 week after just now implementing it. And it's, you have to expect unexpected income.
Oh, really?
So, for example, the two things that popped into my head that happened this week to me after I implemented this was I had done a job, I would say, a month ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, I totally forgot about the job. But it was a big job, and they hadn't paid me the money for it yet.
Oh, really?
And just because we were both busy, and so I said, yeah, I'll get it later. And
you both forgot?
But I think they still remembered because this last week, after I was expecting unexpected income, they texted me. They were like, hey, I owe you money. I was like, that's awesome. Because it just popped up. And then again, a friend of mine I hadn't talked to in a long time said, I have a friend who has a pressure washing job for you. So it's
nice.
just kind of, just have to expect it and it will come. Law of attraction. It's kind of cool. Have you heard of the law of attraction?
In a different context.
Different context?
Yeah.
Okay. What context?
I forgot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's an interesting, it's a law. It's like the law of gravity.
Yeah.
Law of attraction. So whatever you think of will come. Whether it's you think, oh, like you're wanting to become more charismatic,
Yeah.
you got to think of yourself. I am charismatic. Charismatic.
Yeah.
And don't think, oh, I want to be charismatic. Think I am.
Okay.
Or, because people a lot of times will think about the negative things that happen to your life, in their life, and some more negative will show up.
Hmm.
If you think positive, more positive will show up. I mean,
I think I would agree with that, but also practicing it is like
yes,
number one.
for sure.
Like this past year has been, school year has been like one of the best for me because somehow I got over that like fear of negative evaluation that I always had throughout school years. Like this year, just from using Charisma on Command to like, know what to say in certain situations and just, seizing every moment. I used to like, I'm just gonna get deep here for a second.
Yeah.
I used to go home and think, like, while I was doing my homework, oh, that one thing I said today, I shouldn't have said that. That was stupid. Or, oh, I should have said this when that other person told me that. Like, I would just pick apart these little interactions I had throughout the day. And once I actually started putting into practice the tips that Charlie Halpert gives in his channel, I started feeling so much better about that at the end of the day. Like, I would think, man, that was a good joke that I told. Or like, I was really chill in that conversation, and just, it's so much better to
That's cool.
to feel that way. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you just were kind of insecure, I guess? Or just not...
It wasn't instant, but it was like, secure would be a good word.
Okay.
Like, all of a sudden I was just secure in how I responded to people.
Okay.
I felt like I was saying the right things all of a sudden.
That's cool. So just better, like, self-image, in a way?
Yeah.
That helped with that?
Yeah, I think so. That'd be part of it.
So you created that for people listening. Like, how did you create that? How did you make that? How did you change yourself from being the person to pick apart your previous conversations to now thinking back on your conversations, thinking, wow, that was a good conversation. Wow, I really liked how I did that. How'd you do that?
I guess just like kind of chilling out in the moment when I was having those conversations and being like, hey, if you say something stupid, it's not the end of the world. And like, what else? I guess just going easier on myself while I'm interacting with people, then I wasn't so nervous about messing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's really good now because if we mess up, it's kind of on recording, then we'd have to restart all over again.
No, that was one of the most freeing experiences. Last episode, I didn't cut anything. Like,
That's good.
The whole hour conversation that we had together, it went out there.
That's good. I like that.
I feel so empowered by doing that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys, whoever's listening, you should go try and make a podcast. It's kind of fun. It's kind of...
Well, stay in your lane.
Continue to listen to ours.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to say. No. Because, I don't know, it's kind of relaxing in a way.
Yeah.
It creates good conversation. And it allows you... describe it.
It's like kind of... what's a crucible? You know, we learned the word crucible when we started reading the book. It's like a really hot thing that makes metal or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of pressure to...
like build up in there.
Yeah. Like I feel like right now I feel like we're being pressured to have good conversation right now. And for like maybe the first 15 minutes, it feels a little like
uneasy.
tense.
Yeah.
But then we get good at it and realize like, oh, this isn't that hard.
Just chillax, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to have a conversation.
Yeah, just be yourself.
It's kind of fun.
This hoodie's getting hot. Let's take it off.
Yeah. I was just noticing, we're sitting here in his garage and he has two TVs here. One's like super new edition smart TV, and then right below it he has an old like
that is
dial.
1980s Mitsubishi television.
Yeah, it's like wooden outside. It has a stereo on it as well. Oh.
Wow, Justin, how rude.
Cannot answer that. It's actually Kayla. I don't
Oh,
know
it
what
is?
she's calling for.
I'll put her on.
Do we want to answer? Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
You're on the podcast. We're recording.
What?
It's Allie.
No, it's Azure.
No, that's Allie.
Why are you still awake?
We're recording a podcast.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. Wait, why are you still awake?
We are recording a podcast.
Hold on.
We got some crazy girls on the phone right now.
Wait, what?
Me and Matt are Matt and I are recording a podcast.
There you go.
You up? What? Why are you so late?
We're recording our podcast.
Oh, hey, Matt.
Hey!
Oh my goodness, that took a long time.
Gosh.
Um,
Hey,
so you rang?
Charlie. Oh, that's Justin? Yeah, she called me.
Is that Jesse?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jesse!
Hey, Jesse.
Thank you.
Hey,
I was invited to her birthday party. It was like a girl day plus families.
Oh, that's okay. We're not hurt.
Hey, Charlie's talking to you. Wait, are we going to be on the podcast with this?
Yeah.
You are currently on the podcast.
Matt? Wait, yo. Hey, Matt.
Hey. Who was that?
Wait.
That was Jesse.
Oh, that was Jesse.
Are we going to be on the podcast?
You're on the podcast.
Yeah, unless we decide to cut you.
I'm so excited. I am like the one fan of Mountain Podcast. I haven't listened to that yet, but I
They
bet
know the
it's
name.
amazing.
You guys, that's great.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
well, Charlie wants to get on my phone now, so love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was fun.
So that was our fan call for the podcast. It's like you remember Blue's Clues that go and check the mail, read the mail. That's like that.
Oh, yeah.
But we're taking a fan call.
We should have a new segment for that.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can leave us voice messages on Anchor.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
We could answer questions. You guys, send us, new segment, send us questions through voice message on Anchor. We will most likely open them and answer them.
I like how you say most likely. We don't have that many viewers yet. I'm pretty sure we'll answer them. I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's a bad one, then we won't answer it.
Yeah, if they're just like spamming us,
Yeah.
can't have that.
No. We'll answer the first one of the spam. And
For sure.
the ninth one. First and the ninth.
Why? What's significant about that?
I don't know. Or eighth.
Careful what you get into, because we might get like a really bad one on the
A bunch
first
of-
and eighth.
Oh yeah, that is true. Well, we won't answer them if it's not good. We'll
Yeah.
only answer the good ones. But I'm sure we got a good viewer base, you know.
Yeah,
If they're listening to us, that means they. I don't
they
know.
must be good people.
They must be good people. Yeah.
We appreciate all of you.
Yes, we do. And all the. Who was that who said they knew the name? Was that.
I don't know. There were a lot of people on that call.
So there was Kayla,
That was Kayla and
Allie, and Jesse.
Jesse.
But there was a few.
Was Azure there?
Azure was probably there, but no, she's not there. She's out of town.
Oh.
Azure's not there. But it was somebody else's voice who said, "Oh, the Mountains podcast."
Was it Priscilla?
I feel like it could have been Priscilla.
Hey, Priscilla!
That's a big shout out to Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
The
We gave her a
biggest.
shout out last time.
We did? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
She was in my history class, and God bless her, she takes so much heat from everyone else in that class.
Really, Priscilla?
Yeah, it was like kind of an ongoing thing where they would gang up on her, and like we would be watching a movie, and something wrong would happen. Like, not something wrong, but like there would be prostitutes in the movie,
Uh
and everyone would be like, "Oh, Priscilla,
huh.
you don't approve of this, do you?" Or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, which, I mean, it got old. I gotta
Yeah, I
say,
bet.
like, she didn't deserve to be the butt of every joke.
Yeah. That's me and Priscilla. I just found out me and Priscilla had more in common than I had thought, because I knew she went. I started going. I haven't been going that much lately, just because of how busy I've been. But I started going to Church Project
Yeah.
for a youth program, youth stuff at that church, and they have a lot of good youth stuff because there's a lot of people there. I know. I mean, Priscilla goes there. Jesse, Annalie could have said that too.
That could have been Annalie.
Could have been Annalie. So shout out to Annalie and Priscilla, and
She gave
happy
me a-
birthday to Jessie.
Yes. Happy birthday, Jesse.
So she's probably 17
Is she?
or 8. You think she's 18?
I don't know. She's human sunshine, is what she is.
Yeah, she's
always
awesome.
happy.
Yeah, I really like Jessie, but
She says like the most like not happy things with a full smile on her face. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I had a nightmare last night. that could be her.
Yeah, I could definitely see her doing that. That's funny. But Priscilla, what I was saying is me and her both would start going to church project because she was one of the ones that invited me in the first place. And then after that, it was this weekend, I had got done walking out of church and I had stayed up so late the night before because I was at work till super late. Then I had to drive home from Houston. And so I got into church and I was just kind of like a zombie. The sermon was so good, but then I was walking to our car and I was just kind of walking, just not seeing anything around me.
Yeah.
And so my mouth was really salivating, I guess. So we're getting really close to our car, and so I go and I just spit on the ground. And then I hear my name. They're like, Justin. I was like, oh, shoot. And no, somebody said, hey, I think.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh, man. And there was somebody in the car that I just spit like right in front of their car.
Oh, yeah?
And it scared me because their car was parked and I thought they were getting mad at me. So I was kind of worried. And it was Priscilla. And she was just sitting there in her car. She was like, hey, Justin. So apparently me and her both go to the two same churches because we both go to Faith Bible Church on Sundays for main service with Scott Pollock. He's awesome because we both really like his service.
Yeah.
But we both like the youth service better at Church Project, so then we'll go there. And so it's it was interesting to see her there. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Same spiritual mindset in that way. It was awesome. Yeah.
I love when people are that happy to see me, the way Priscilla is to see other people.
Yeah. That is pretty nice. She's fun. So, I haven't heard much about your church yet. I know it's right by the high school.
Yeah.
I know that it's... That's all I know.
We're getting a new pastor.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
He retired.
Oh.
Yeah.
How old was he?
Yeah, he's not that old.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just pursuing different things now, or
As
in more sleep and less work?
Yeah. That's all retirement is. And the youth pastor, well, he's not the youth pastor. He's not the senior pastor, but what do you call that? Like the...
The middle guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark Donaldson. He's fantastic. And his wife, Leanne Donaldson, is the former head of the youth ministry. And she, full of energy, is like one of the greatest people I know. She's just so full of energy. The way she preaches the gospel to kids our age is so captivating. Like she would be a good example of what a charismatic person is like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is like always on top of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And let's see. What else can I say about it?
Bryan, is he the guy who made my logo? I saw on his page that he was a youth pastor. Does he pastor at your church? Because isn't that how you know him?
I met him at UM Army.
Wait, repeat that?
UM Army. UM, like United Methodist.
Oh, okay.
And then Army.
Okay. It sounded so weird sounding.
Yeah. I've said it enough times, I probably say it quickly now.
Yeah.
He was in charge of one of the UM Army groups. And it's like a retreat week, not a retreat, like a mission week, where we go out and repair homes around the Houston area. And he was in charge of one of the groups. And my church split away from it last year, and we called it Mad Week, making a difference, mad. And
mad difference.
Yeah, making mad differences, y'all. So on Sunday, I'm going to go to that again. And 2 years ago is where I met Bryan.
That's cool.
Yeah. Were we going to say something about him, like, when we started mentioning him before? Because I feel like we started plugging all his social media, and then we got off track.
I don't know. I know he made a really great logo. We talked about...
I'm going to have to go back and listen to this and see if we got off track.
Yeah, we might have. I could have definitely seen that.
But no, he doesn't go to my church. He goes to he went to Montgomery Church.
Oh, does he live over there?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a kind of a free spirit, so
That's cool.
he decided that he was on to bigger and better things.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Excelling. But
He also has a bag business where he sells, it's called 25 bags, and 20 spelled like without the E. And I haven't bought any, but they look pretty dope. Go ahead.
describe it.
The drawstrings are red.
Oh, it's drawstring bags.
Yeah, drawstring bags.
Okay. So, do you have to buy 25 of them?
No?
No? That's just the...
I don't know why he called it that. Maybe he was 25 when he started.
Ah. So it's a new
Maybe.
business, maybe.
I think so. It's a... What do you call a startup?
Startup. So what makes these bags more better?
They're made by Bryan.
They're made by Bryan. Oh, yeah, of course. Does it have cool logos on them?
It's no.
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 Are they just purely red?
Just the drawstring part.
Oh, okay, like the
Yeah.
strings.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess the logo is cool. It's kind of minimal.
We might have to... Is there a way we can post, like, his Mad Media...
Bad.
Bad...
media.
I mixed Mad Week.
Yeah.
And his... Yeah, Bad Media, not Mad Media. Bad Media. On the description?
Yeah, we can put it up. And jokingly, he said, "Do you want a sponsorship over Instagram?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I was kidding."
And you said I wasn't.
Yeah, basically. He said if we get to 10 episodes, he'll reconsider. So
Ah.
you guys keep supporting us. We will get to 10, and we will get Bryan Arguello to sponsor us.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Exactly. It'll happen. We just need your support.
We need to get a buy sponsorship. Because if we're drinking buy every single episode,
Yeah, they're gonna find us eventually.
I think so.
BAI, antioxidant infusion, and antioxidant infused super tea.
Maybe we can just start, shooting off brands everywhere,
Yeah,
That's how we make our money, is brands.
and then we need to stop, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, what happened?" And we're gonna be like, "You want us to keep sponsoring? We're giving you publicity. Gotta sponsor us."
Yeah, there we go. That's how we do it. We switched our chairs this time.
Yeah, we're in these blue, semi-squeaky ones.
Yeah, our butts aren't touching the floors anymore in those bungee chairs.
Yeah, womp womp.
Maybe we'll have to change chairs every week. Is yours broken? It looks like yours is coming.
Yeah, it is. I don't know how that happened.
That's interesting.
The fabric just like ripped through on top.
Gaining some weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
It is so hard for me to gain weight. I've been at like 140 for a year or so.
My brother had that same exact problem. Do you remember he was really skinny, right? Do you remember that?
I don't know if I knew him back then.
I mean, but even in high school, he was pretty skinny.
Was he?
Just, yeah.
He looks good now.
And
He's buff like you.
he's buff.
Buff, yeah.
He gained 50 pounds
No way.
in college. He went from 155
How long
to
has he been in
205.
college?
Just 1 year. Just in his freshman year of college, he gained 55
That's
pounds.
crazy.
With a lot of eating and a lot of working out. He probably eats about 9,000 calories a day, though. And he ate that before. Probably closer to 7,000 before. But, which is still a lot. But then
Yeah,
he
it
added
is.
intense working out to it, so there was a place for all that nutrition to go, instead of just in the toilet. Literally and figuratively.
I didn't mean to cut you off earlier. He went from how much to how much?
Oh, 155 pounds to 205 pounds in 1 year of college.
That is significant.
Yes. He can definitely beat me in a wrestling contest. Match now. But now I can definitely beat him in a pull-up contest because he has 50 more pounds to hold. So we're very competitive, if you couldn't tell. Keeps us on our toes. Wanting more.
Yeah.
You and your brother aren't as that competitive, though, right?
No, but we talked last week about how I was competitive in the driving sense because I always wanted to stay a step ahead of him. 1 more point for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not to make him feel bad. He's not listening anyways. But
So he's not trying to beat you by making a better podcast? That'd be interesting.
No.
Like a brother rivalry
it would
podcast.
be on. It would be so on if he did that.
Yeah? What would we have to do? Maybe we can make the podcast as if he was doing it to make it more intense.
Yeah.
I like the way you answered that. You're like, not really. I'm just going to say yes.
Well, it's a classic rule of improv. You don't say no. It's yes and.
Yes and yes.
Yes and. My
Yes, and.
car is a hybrid. Unrelated. I just wanted to put that out there.
My car is a minivan.
It is.
That is related.
I took a ride in it. It got hot in there when it was parked.
Yeah. The day he took a ride in it, I just got done with a big job, and it was very messy. We had all the yard tools in there, bunch of debris. So I totally cleaned it up after that.
You did?
But then today,
It looks bad again.
we have a whole tarp filled with debris in there, as well as just some ropes and stuff. But not nearly as bad as it was. I put the seats back in, so it's better. Vacuumed. It's
Seats
pristine.
always make a car look nice.
Yeah, instead of people just rolling back there, rolling
Yeah.
around with no seatbelts. Like wibble wobbles. Have you seen those? The wibble wobbles? They're like the little egg thing looking things that you had when you were little. Did you ever have those?
Are they the magnets?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
I don't know.
It looks like beans. Little, like big beans.
Hmm.
They were kind of fun.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
If you want to flip over to CNBC, Jay Leno is interviewing a kid that built his own electric car.
Oh, cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
CNBC.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's lower. I forgot what the number is.
Okay, cool. That sounds awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. He doesn't know that we're recording.
That's kind of the best way for it to happen here. I don't know how to work your TV.
Oh, I got you.
Jay Leno. So what? Jay Leno. Does he have a talk show? I mean, he used to host the Tonight Show, but
Yeah.
I don't think so anymore. I know it's
now
Jimmy
he's
Fallon.
on to Jay Leno's Garage, which is a show that we're into. That was my dad, by the way. They have no idea who that was.
That was a guy from the street. Jay Leno. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that's standard definition.
Prodigies. That's the name of the episode.
I need to find the high definition channel. Can I just go off about that while we're at it? Why is standard definition the default for cable providers? Just replace all the standard definition channels with high definition channels.
Because they want to pay. They want it to cost more.
I guess so. I mean, but that's so outdated. Like,
Yeah, there's kind
now
of
you got to have separate channels for high definition. Just, oh my goodness.
That's funny.
So I could be watching it like channel 2, quote unquote, but I have to go to 702 to find it.
Mine's kind of nice. It does it so normal, like
Yeah.
it starts at 1 through 999,
Yeah.
and then the rest is 1,000 and up. So it's like all the channels, you just have to hit 1000 and then whatever. So 1002 or 1. So
That's
it makes
nice.
it makes it easy. I mean, but same thing because yours starts at 7. But
Yeah, but it gets thrown off like
eventually,
majorly.
yeah.
What service do you have?
I have DirecTV.
Oh, Direct. We used to have Direct, but they kept raising the prices.
Yeah. My dad calls them every once in a while if they start to raise it, and then they'll give him a deal. They'll give him like $500 gift card
Nice.
and then some other stuff.
Here it is.
Now how did you get a car when you were 12? How did that work?
A friend of mine, we were at his house, and his dad overheard me talking about I just become inspired and I wanted to build a car.
Right.
He had this 1980 Toyota Celica just sitting in a shop. There was no engine, transmission was in the trunk, and he just gave it to me, and he said, take this, and hopefully this will add some value to
Okay,
your
now
project.
see,
That kid looks like a young Jay Leno,
here's a kid,
doesn't it?
probably put a small block
Yeah,
Chevy,
with the chin.
a 289 Ford. Tell us what you did here.
So I decided to go a little bit off the normal course. I decided to put a 9-inch net gain electric motor into it,
Okay.
and at the time 10 lead acid batteries, motor controller, and all the other little parts to make this car an electric car.
Wow. Okay, so this is a hot rod
Whoa.
electric car. So
It
this
is.
is sort of the new face of hot rod. You bypass the internal combustion thing altogether.
Exactly.
Okay. So what initially inspired you to go electric?
On YouTube, sitting on my grandma's couch, I saw a video of the White Zombie, and it was a Datsun 1200 that a man named John Whalen converted to
Whoa.
electric. Goes 0 to
Whoa.
60 in 1.8 seconds.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. They would shoot off the line and do wheel stands. And
I think that's the 0 to 60 of the new Tesla Roadster.
The light bulb went off, and I said,
Yeah.
maybe I can do that.
There's
and for 2 years,
Teslas, though, I think are- because they have the batteries on the bottom, so it won't pop up like that because of the weight of the battery.
Oh.
Have you ridden in one of those yet?
I have not. I would love to, though.
Do you know Max? Max Shore?
No.
His father bought one, and it was a lot of fun because the way you can just like turn it so quickly with that,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's really nice because you don't have to. So you know how in a
Does
normal
it turn
car,
with the back wheels?
I don't think so. It's just because of how heavy it is on the bottom of the car. It makes it very maneuverable.
Awesome. So it's not going to like tip or anything?
Yeah, and you know how in a normal gasoline powered car you have to RPMs for it to kind of have to go up. You have to rev it up before like it will really
Take off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but with an electric car, there's none of that kind of window. So when you hit the gas pedal, it's just like goes. It's because there's not that exchange.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go through the engine like it typically would.
My dad always said that what he was taught in shop class as a kid is that if you could get an extension cord long enough, an electric car would be the most powerful car you could have.
And that was before they had electric cars.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, mainstream electric cars.
Yeah.
So if you just get a powerful enough battery with a long enough range, it could totally top a regular car.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
true.
know about what I just said. I'm not that smart when it comes to this stuff.
I mean, they have those.
I'm sure I just told the truth.
Yeah, the Teslas, they have a lot of information on it, of course, because
Yeah.
they bought one, so they told us all about it. But I mean, it will charge up fully in like 3 hours, or no, I think an hour or so at these superchargers that they have strategically placed all across the U.S.
Yeah.
So if you're doing road trips, you can go however many miles it is on full.
I saw some at the parking garage on Market Street.
Oh yeah, they have those.
Mhm.
Those probably aren't. Those might be superchargers. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. Oh, look at all those batteries. See, that's a lot of money though.
Yeah.
We're still watching Jay Leno's Garage, by the way.
All right, let's do it.
But he's got like 60 batteries in his trunk connected.
What she does.
Oh, he has a fingerprint ID for keyless ignition. That is
Whoa.
dope.
Fingerprint.
Yeah. I would love that because I hate carrying around my keys.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It drives like a regular car.
It does. It's not silent, but I like having some noise so that people
No, you
can
want to
hear
have a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself going? Do you want to work in the electric car industry?
I would.
I mean, would you want to work for Tesla or a company like that?
I think I would. Like, it depends on what I'd be doing there, but
Yeah.
they broke that stereotype of what an electric car was. Do you think
sure.
the future's going to be electric?
Future's definitely electric. I mean, horses were the main propulsion for the first 200 years.
Yeah.
Then for the last 100, it's been gas. The next one will probably be electric, or certainly hybrid electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. He said that future's gonna be electric.
Or at least hybrid,
Yeah.
which is what I am right now.
So wait, so do you have to charge that at all?
No, it's actually it's not a plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
So the battery is charged by what do they call it?
Alternator?
Probably one of those, but also when you're driving it, it has regenerative braking. So
Oh.
yeah, there's a little animation behind the steering wheel that shows when the car is coasting, it's using that motion from the wheels to charge up the battery, just like a manual crank.
That's cool.
Yeah, it reminds me of those flashlights I had as a kid. They were just like
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
hmm
So what's the fuel like miles per gallon on that then?
It makes 39 to 43.
What?
Yeah, based
Is that
on
city or highway?
I forgot which is which. It's one of them's for the city, one of them's for the highway.
Oh well, 39 city, 43 is highway.
I think so, but
Yeah.
I think it actually shines in the city.
Are you serious?
I think so. I mean,
I've never heard of that.
Here, unlock your
Because
phone.
with all this started, yeah, you can use my phone. 0704.
Oh, it's
Everybody knows my passcode.
0704. Hey Siri, what's the MPG of a 2014 hybrid Camry?
I found this on the web.
All right, let's look it up.
Search it up.
It is 40 in the city, 37 in the highway.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So then that probably has to do with because you start, slow down more in the city,
Yeah,
so it gives it more power to the battery,
that must be.
so it will use more of the battery than it will of the fuel.
You know,
That's so good though.
yeah. I was driving it home from Austin, which is where we bought it, and when I came to a stoplight in like a small town, I would watch the MPG rating behind the steering wheel actually go up.
That's
Pretty backwards.
that's awesome.
Yeah. And in practice, it really did get up to 40.
That's so cool. I mean, because my van, it's about 12.
Good night.
It's 12 miles per gallon. It's
Well, I
yeah.
cannot deal with that.
It's a pain in the bosom, and then it's about $50 to fill up, and I fill it up about once a week. So, van, man.
I'm sorry.
But I love the van. It's fun, and I can fit all my friends in it.
Yeah.
So,
I have less friends, so I can too.
I mean, a lot of friends can get out of hand. I haven't hung out with pretty much many people besides you and Talisker.
In your car?
No, just in the last couple weeks.
Oh, really? You've been that busy?
Yeah, it's been. It's not. A lot of friends sometimes can just distract you from. I think the best friends are the ones that are the closest, because when you start hanging out with like a big group of friends,
Mhm.
Talisker is very good at explaining things. His whole family is.
Yeah.
And so he kind of explained this to me, and I definitely agree with it.
That's a talent, by the way.
It is, and I keep telling him that, and he definitely agrees. But basically, the more friends you hang out with, like in big groups, then the less you're gonna actually be close to any of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all try and get close, and which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the best is to hang out just one on one. You know,
Yeah.
or just with one or two people, or one or three, one to. I don't know.
Do you think you've ever had a group of friends where all of the friends in the group you could definitely hang out with one-on-one?
Yes.
You have? Are you still friends with them?
Yes. I think most of the people, even like all the people on the call,
Mhm.
I could hang out with all of them one-on-one. I think.
That's awesome.
Because, I mean,
I kind of had that with my group of friends from church.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
We haven't hung out in a while, though. I'm going to need to make plans with them.
Yeah? That's cool.
Yeah.
You need to come hang out with, like, me and... I mean, I haven't hung out with any of them. Whoa. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It just jumped. It was my cap thing from my
The
body.
bottle cap.
But, yeah, you need to come hang out with, like, all of us.
Definitely.
I don't know when we're hanging out or what we're doing, but
I'll figure it out.
yeah, for sure. My brother's girlfriend,
Kylie.
yes, Kylie, she was just now talking about she's getting really into rock climbing. She's been really enjoying it, so
Yeah.
she might get one of those, a membership at Inspire Rock. So,
That would be great. Can she share the membership with us?
just change our names to Kylie.
Yeah.
We can all go in at once. Why is there 3 Kylies? Well,
That's where we need the 10 punch pass.
yeah.
Because the 10... Wait. Actually, I think the 10 punch pass can only be shared among 2 people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is still a great deal because we get all the gear and it could be like just us and we can
Yeah.
switch it off.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Shout out to Inspire Rock.
Inspire Rock was fun.
Mhm.
My voice is a little bit, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit raspy.
Oh, is it?
We were singing a bunch on the car ride home today.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody. And then just, have you ever heard of Home Free?
I have not.
Have you ever heard of Pentatonics?
Yes, I saw
Yes.
them in concert.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I saw
What?
them. Yeah, I think it was September of 2015 at
That's
the
cool.
Pavilion.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they opened for Kelly Clarkson, and they were really good. I think a lot of people at that concert came to just see them.
That's really cool. I would love to see them in concert. But Home Free is a group like that. It's an a cappella group as well. And it's like 5 country guys, it seems like.
Okay.
But they do a bunch of covers and stuff. So we were
Yeah.
listening to, me and my brother were listening to like Amazing Grace and Hallelujah, Mary Did You Know, and just a lot of
Wandering
good songs.
into Christmas songs.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Because we had just got done listening to Wine Dark Sea, his music piece. So it was kind of more deep. So we were like going for some deeper songs, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of that hit harder.
Pentatonics does a fantastic cover of How Great Thou Art, which features Jennifer Hudson, and her voice, chef's kiss.
We listened to How Great Thou Art, but we listened to it by Home Free. I'll have to listen to the one by Pentatonics.
Yeah. Jennifer
Yes.
Hudson really hangs on those notes, and I'm there for every minute of it.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds awesome. I love listening to acapella. My dad, he did song and dance in college.
Oh, yeah?
And so he did all the different, like he did little groups like quartets and what's 3 people called?
Trios?
Yeah, quartets and trios and all these different things with his buds. And they'd go down to the bowling alley and say, hey, if we can sing you a song and you like it enough, will you give us like free fries, like free food?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, sure, why not? And so then they'd sing, and every single time they went, they got free food. So they did,
One heck of a bargain.
yeah. And so they had a lot of fun doing that. And ever since then, it's not ever since then, I wasn't alive then. But my dad's always sung with us and just kind of made it fun. And
awesome.
I recently showed him the Pitch Perfect movies. Have you
Yeah?
seen those?
Yeah, I have. I've seen 1 and 3.
You haven't seen 2?
No.
No?
No.
Not yet. I have it recorded at my house.
Okay. I mean, if you show it to me, I'll watch it.
My dad, after I showed him, like, so we watched them all, and then after that, every once in a while, like, we'll be get ready to go to bed, and then he'll just be like, wait, and then he'll just pull up, like, on YouTube, you can look it up to where it will show you all of just the singing clips for like one of the whole movies.
Oh yeah.
And he pulled up and he was like, let's just watch this. And so we sit down. I'm like, okay, Dad. And we'll just watch it all for one movie. It'll be like 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, I gotta actually go to bed now, Dad. And he's like, okay. So it's pretty fun. He really likes it. He likes the whole acapella thing. It's one of his favorite things, for sure.
Very cool.
Gets him excited. Bless you, I think.
Thank you.
Was that a cough or a sneeze?
That was a cough.
Sounds good.
All right, you want to do the ending segment?
The ending segments.
Oh, let me tell you how the Pink concert ended.
Oh, yes.
All right, so no spoilers. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's going. So, spoiler alert. All right, so at the end of the concert, she plays "Blow Me One Last Kiss," which is like,
Yeah.
na 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 na, and so we think like, okay, concert's coming to a close. She closes it. We think it's over. She comes back for an encore and performs "So What," which is like one of her biggest hits, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how could I forget about "So What"?
Yeah.
So she straps into this like metal harness with like strings attached to like four corners of the stadium. I was at the Toyota Center, Houston Toyota Center, and it's all indoors, so that made this possible. And she flew. Like, she just was raised up and she like went straight forward and up into the section where I was, which was like the second tier and the like right in the middle. And then she just like starts flying around the whole stadium, and at one point she just does a nosedive into the crowd below her on the line, "You let me fall."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Craziness. It is so crazy. So then she says like, "Goodbye, everybody," and goodbye, and makes her exit, and then she comes back again.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was like,
Keeps you on your toes, huh?
yeah, I didn't want it to stop, and she didn't stop. It was amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, the last song was very emotional. It was "Glitter in the Air."
Uh-huh.
Have you heard that one? Her most famous performance of that one, I would say, is the 2009 Grammy Awards, where she did Aerial Silks and performed that one.
Huh.
It's crazy, like
That's interesting.
like the things that she can do, like acrobatically, while still keeping a good singing voice, is just
Oh, man, I didn't
Unheard
even
of.
think about that.
yeah. Like she full on sings while she's doing those tricks in the air.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's got to be very difficult.
Yeah, it seems like it. She makes it seem like easiest thing ever.
Yeah, she does it at least
Hmm.
once a week or so, right?
Yeah, I mean, when she's on tour, she probably does it like every other day.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
She is so good. If you have never seen her in concert, go see her.
I've heard she's one of the best to see in concert.
Hmm. And my mom's friend is taking her 4-year-old to see a Pink concert.
Her 4-year-old?
Yeah, and my mom was like, "You are ruining her. Like, she is never going to see a concert that good ever again."
Yeah. I mean, come on. Man.
I was kind of upset when it was over because that set in for me. Like, I'm never going to see a concert this good again.
Man, yeah. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you, Pink, for that experience.
What's Pink's real name?
Alicia Moore.
Alicia Moore.
I have to Google that now that I said it.
Go for it.
What's your password?
I'm glad 0704.
704.
I'm glad you knew that. I mean, I think you did.
I think I did too.
Still. Because you answered it very quickly. Like, if you didn't know it, I feel like
Yeah.
you would have answered it kind of more timidly.
No, even if I don't know the answer to something, I really got to practice just saying it as
Yeah.
confidently as I just did.
As fast as I can.
Yeah. Oh, that's correct. It's Alicia Moore.
Shamor.
Yeah, and she's only 39 years old.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's younger than I thought.
I did too. Or she is.
Because she's
younger
just
than I
been
thought.
around for so long.
Yeah,
Not even that she looks old, because she doesn't look old. It's just,
she looks very, like, in her prime.
yeah. It's just I've always known about her. You know?
That's how it is for Justin Timberlake too, I feel. Like he's just
Oh,
been
yeah.
famous my whole life. And to think like he's only like he's less than 40 years old as well. I
Wow.
think he's like 1 year younger than her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time.
Love both of them.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite people.
That's cool.
Mhm.
So what are our ending segments for today?
Ending segments. Let's see. They were endorsements and proud Christian moments.
Okay. So endorsements. I feel like we've endorsed Bryan.
Yeah.
Bryan pretty good today.
So Bryan.
He's been our main endorsement. It's bad media.
Yeah. But I need another one. So do you have one on deck?
On deck. On deck endorsement. Matt Fury. Definitely go check out Matt Fury. And let me remember the name because I have it right here.
Yeah.
And Nextdoor. The app Nextdoor. It's basically just a community app where you can interact with your neighbors and ask them questions, you know.
Yeah. We use that too.
Use that. It's
Mhm.
I just got on it and it is awesome. So that's my endorsement. It's Nextdoor.
Are you like the only kid on there? Because I feel like it's mostly parents.
I'm doing it for business mostly.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
smart. Very smart.
But I mean, did you hear about the fire in the Woodlands?
I did.
That's how I learned
Mad
more information.
unfortunate.
Was that a few painters got injured,
That's what I heard.
but nobody nobody died. So
That's
and they're
good.
recovering, so it's all good.
We'll be praying for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Endorsements. I always have something to endorse, but today. Mm.
Nothing coming
always
to mind.
something.
There's always something.
Oh, the pocket hose.
The pocket hose.
Yeah, that came to the rescue today while I was out trash can cleaning. The pocket hose, super lightweight, flexible, like the way that all garden hoses should be. Pocket hose. I've gone through others, like other competitors, and they just they pop easily. And there's something about the pocket hose that just doesn't do that. So, shout out to the pocket hose.
Pocket hose.
I endorse them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got proud Christian moments. So,
Should have prepared for this.
yeah, this week I'm actually ready.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I mean, it's something that I guess I didn't realize. I mean, I did realize, but when I'm looking for it, I really notice it, and I'm very thankful for it. My grandfather, whenever I work with him, no matter who's working for us, whether he has some random workers that he hires for the day, or no matter what, every morning before we go to work, we'll always get together and say a prayer, just that everything goes smoothly through the day, and it definitely has effect on my brother and I, but just thinking about the effect that it might have on those workers too, you know,
Yeah.
that don't necessarily maybe haven't found themselves in Jesus yet, or you know, just didn't know really where to go, and that kind of gives them like, hey, if my boss is doing so well and he's kind of, I guess, endorsing this guy,
Mhm.
then why don't I check him out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of something to just for people to think about. And he owns his own business, so I mean, he can do whatever he wants, you know?
Yeah, he has no one to tell him, like, you can't do that.
Yeah. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's great when people use their freedom for that.
My my dad's friend who lives in Australia, he owns a landscaping business as well.
Mm-hmm.
And for an hour, every single morning before they'd go to work, he makes all of his workers come and do Bible study with him every morning.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
since he owns it, they have to do it. And it's actually great. So, it's awesome.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
I hope the workers get something out of that. I hope they don't just feel like...
No, yeah, I definitely think
Yeah.
they do because it's probably very interactive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I should hope so.
It's Bible study, but also kind of probably a men's group in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But did I
Well-
talk long enough to give you
Yeah,
time to think of one?
Yeah, that's great. I did not think of one.
You did not think of one? No.
I thought of an excuse.
An excuse, okay.
Yeah,
Let's hear
so
it.
I'm going to Mission Week, as I stated previously. So I will probably have something. I'll probably have enough material for 2 proud Christian moments next week.
That's good.
So that'll be my goal next week, is to think of 2 proud Christian moments.
2, okay. That sounds good.
Yep. Well, thank you guys for listening. Please give us a positive review on Apple Podcasts. It'll really help us out and help us float to the top of the listings. And if you're on Twitter, go ahead and follow us at The Mountains Pod. Podcast did not fit into the handle.
Okay.
That'll be it for this week. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you guys.
See you later. Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
This was awesome, bro. Keep it up. 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 Keep it up.